Can y'all hear me? I had to take a piss first. And I had to take a phone call first because, Jamar and I were on the phone. We were talking about our thumbnail for our upcoming spinoff show, spinoff panel, rather, Boys Night Out, featuring myself, featuring myself, Jamar, Josiah, and Terrence. So we were trying to get ready for tomorrow's show, which will be at 10 p.m. Eastern Time, 9 p.m. Central Time. Okay, so be sure to tune into Boys Night Out. That's number one. However, should I do the live like this or should I go live with my face shown? I'm pretty sure y'all gonna say the latter. I'm almost certain of it. Child, I am not talking about Bible stories. I am not. I don't care about that binder at this point. She needs to just throw it away. It is what it is. Okay, so basically, y'all want me to show my face. Basically. All right. Here I go. I want to see my face. Here I go. Okay, y'all. So, what's going on? Okay, this is a live version of Yassss for the mess. Okay, y'all already know we're here for the mess. We're here for the mess and nothing but the mess. Okay, so that's what we're here for. This is the second time I've done a Yes for the Mess live. This is the second time, and I felt as though I should do this the same way. I'm sorry, my chart is stuck in this. Okay. I felt like I should do this live the same way I did the live with OG. Um, as you guys already know, Porsha went live tonight on Instagram. You already know that I reported on the story. I recorded the video last night, but scheduled it to be dropped earlier this morning, which is already at 4,000 views. Shout out to my Team Scotty people, anybody who's not necessarily Team Scotty, but they just tuned in just because I was talking about the mess. Okay. So I did a video about that earlier today. Like I said, over 4,000 views, 300 and some comments, a lot of engagement, mostly people that love me, but there are some people that just can't stand me. But it is what it is. They still watching and still giving me some revenue. So, being that Porsha went live tonight because I did not watch her live. I don't follow Porsha on Instagram. So, I didn't um I didn't watch her live. I was too busy watching Chasing LA, which I did a video, did my recap on it earlier today. It's just got done editing, so shout out to me for that. But hey, Kim Pryor. So I decided to go live. I put it on my community wall, and I asked you guys if y'all want me to look at the live on live and dissect it as we watch it. You guys said yeah, so I decided I'm gonna do that. Now she said she saved the live. That's what she said. She said she saved it. So I'm gonna go to her Instagram right now and we're gonna play this shit. We're gonna listen to this shit. We're gonna dissect it as we go along. And then we're gonna have a discussion about it. I don't know how long this live is. I hope it's not too long. But yeah. So let's and also she posted the receipts of the text conversation that she had with Kandi and with Nene. I screen recorded the receipts, of course. So yeah, with that, not screen recorded. I mean, I screenshotted the receipts. So with that, without any further ado, let's on in y'all case, y'all go listen to the live versus watching it. So without any further ado, I found the live on her page. As y'all can see, I'm on her page, and as y'all can see, I don't follow her ass. So I'm not them type of people that say they hate somebody, but they follow them. I don't follow her ass, okay? But however, we're gonna get into to this video or to this live. We're gonna listen to it, and as it goes along, I'm gonna dissect it as it goes along. If you're ready for this video, thumbs up in the chat right now. I want to see all your thumbs up. Whenever I see all thumbs up, whenever I see Team Scotty's thumbs up, that makes me ready to go in. Okay, so if you're ready for this, thumbs up right now. Thumbs up right now. I ain't talking about the like button. I'm talking about thumbs up in the chat. Thumbs up in the chat if you're ready for this shit. That's what I don't understand. Her haters were in her live. Child, I don't follow her. I was not in that live. The only reason why I'm even looking at this live right now is because y'all asked me to, and I already reported on the story. So why not go live and talk about this shit to follow up on the story? Oh, I see all the damn thumbs up right now. Okay, so I guess y'all ready. So here we go. Let's go. Let me know if y'all can hear me. I'm trying to sit up as close to this phone as possible so y'all can hear. Hold on, I got too much going on over here. This is my charger for my portable child. It's way too long. Hold on, y'all. Okay, let's get in it. Let's get it on. Hello. Let me know if y'all can hear. Hello, good people. Hello, hello, hello. Hi. Welcome, welcome, welcome. So I'm just gonna take a moment so that everyone who turned their notifications on can come on in the room and get settled, and there won't be anything left out. First, I want to just say thank you to everybody for clicking on setting your notification. Thank you for joining this live, and also thank you for your love and support over the years. Okay. You guys have been riding with me for quite a minute. I'm not going to take too long, you know what I'm saying? I'm not going to take too much of your time today. To be honest with you, I'm quite nervous to have this conversation with you. It's definitely something that I was trying to avoid. I didn't want to talk about. And not because of anything for me, just because there's a bigger picture. There's a bigger issue here that I just didn't want to touch upon or have exposed. But anyway, here we are, and I love you guys. Hello, I see you all in the comments. Thank you. I'm not necessarily going to be reading the comments or answering questions. I'm just going to talk to you and just kind of clear up some things that I felt need to be cleared up. So you guys know, on Housewives of Atlanta, we take part in a lot of different things. You know what I'm saying? We have drama, we have ups and downs, we have family, we have relationship with the girls, and then we have other issues and causes that we bring to the show that mean a lot to us. And for me, on Real Housewives of Atlanta, bringing Black Lives Matter to the show has meant a lot to me, in a way that I just felt like our show needed to mirror what was happening in our real life. A lot of people were dealing with the social injustice and seeing our Black people being killed, and I just felt like, well, that should be mirrored on a show that is called a reality show. It should actually show what we're going through. That would be the proper and responsible thing to do. So with that being said, that comes with a certain level of responsibility when you do something like that. And for me, I know y'all have noticed this season, I really don't take a lot of part in the tweeting back and forth with the reads and the Instagram comments back and forth. Listen, it's hard because I'm human, and if someone's saying something about you, then you naturally want to easily respond to it in your phone. But I have really tried to just keep it on the show. That's where I get paid to do it, and I'm going to do it on the show, okay? I'm sorry, but didn't she go back and forth with Kenya, and that Tamika Mallory girl also went back and forth with Kenya too? Because Kenya said what she said, and they had like this back and forth battle about Porsha and the whole Black Lives Matter movement or something like that. Did she? Okay.
When I leave from filming, I have a whole lot of other life to live. I'm a mommy. I have a family. I have, criminal justice work that I'm doing, and I have a whole career, other jobs, etc. Y'all know this, right? So why do I want to continue that type of negativity or drama or whatever? That's just my personal choice. I know that you guys love that a lot of the ladies tweet and get at each other and read each other. I enjoy it too. Okay, have in the past. It's just been for me this year. It just did not align with me needing to use my energy for other things. So I didn't take part in it. With that being said, there were still a lot of things that were being talked about that I felt I should have commented on, but I was like, I'm not going to comment on it. I'm not going to say anything. Okay? In particular, I'm talking about an article that I saw this morning that it really upset me. It really did, and it was disheartening to read. There's an article there's an article that was done on all of the Bravo celebrities and kind of opening that bell on Bravo, and they spoke with some of the cast members and they spoke with some of the Bravo execs, and they, basically we're talking about, things that you all don't know yet, right? So one of the conversations that was had into it, y'all know I talk a lot, talking about just get to it. Y'all know I like to talk, okay? And I need you to really understand what I'm saying. So this isn't a reedy conversation today. This isn't a rushed conversation, but I will get to the point. So anyway, in the article, Kandi and Kenya, I believe Kenya was the person who brought up in the article my involvement with Black Lives Matter. Okay? The article is vulture.com. Anyway, in the article, I'm sure you guys have seen online where Kenya, she's been questioning my activism. She's been having some things to say. Her opinion, okay? All her opinion, it is what it is. You know what I mean? You're not going to be able to please everyone. Everybody doesn't know your heart. I've never had a sit down conversation with her about why my efforts are what they are in concerning criminal justice and Black Lives Matter. So however she feels, it's cool with me. Honestly, it really is cool with me. The reason I'm bringing this up is because there are some things that are in this article that are said to be facts, and they are not facts. These same things have been repeated on Speak On It on Kandi's show. These same things have been repeated by Kenya on various outlets, where they say there is a scene that was deleted, edited out, or not aired on Bravo because I asked for it to be taken out, right? Now, we know that a lot of housewives, they have power over the years, and they may be able to go and ask the heads to take something out, right? It is what it is. I have worked very hard to get to where I am in life. I've worked very hard on this show, and if I've gotten to a place where I can call the execs up and get something taken out, so be it, right? However,
So basically, that's what you did. So you did go into the execs to get something taken out. See, here's my thing with this situation. I'm gonna let her finish, but I just gotta say this. For me, like when you're on a reality show, I just feel like regardless of how much power you possess, I think that with it being a reality show, I do feel like at some point you have to take notice. This is reality. Everything should be real. Like why should you go to the execs to get something taken out um to make yourself look innocent? I'm not talking about Portia exactly. When I say this, I'm speaking this is a general statement before anybody try to come at me. I just don't believe in it. If I was on a reality show and I had the power to do whatever, I personally wouldn't do it only because it's a show. I'm here to give you my real life. You know what I mean? So I'm not gonna add none to it or take none from it. But that's just me. But I'm gonna let her finish.
In this particular situation, the way that Kenya is putting it out there that I asked the Bravo execs to not play a scene of Kandi and I having an argument, having a fight, me dogging Kandi about her efforts is concerning Black Lives Matter is simply not true. What happened was, we're going to take it from the beginning. Nene, who was on our show, is, at that last season, Nene was on the show. Y'all know who the cast is. Anyway, Nene was doing an article, and she sent some private text messages to a particular blogger, and the blogger put out the text messages, and they were received out of context. The text messages, the way the blogger put it out there, was that that Kandi went behind the cast back and went to Bravo to try to get some programming done without telling us which blindsided us and which should make Kandi look bad. So Kandi got upset with that, and Kandi decided to confront me about it on Housewives. So the whole season has happened. I mean, the beginning of the season happened, and I had not seen any of the cast. This was my first scene with the cast, which was Todd's birthday. I walked into Todd's birthday, and I was told Kandi wanted to question me about something. And I said, okay, that's fine. I haven't done anything. Happy to answer her questions. As soon as I walked into the party, Kandi wanted to ask me about these texts. There's some texts out there that, you're talking about what I was trying to get done for Black Lives Matter, etc. We were having a decent conversation. It was nothing to be upset about. And I thought, okay, this is fine because I have the text messages to prove that I never dogged you out. I've been fully supportive of you, Kandi, in Black Lives Matter. And whatever you're doing for our people, I love it. I'm right here for you. So anyway, the scene continues. Kenya comes over. It turns into an argument. So at that moment, I decide, you know what? This isn't a good look. We as Black women should not be arguing on this show about Black Lives Matter. That is not what we need to do. I know we have done things in the past that other Black women have said, you shouldn't do this, you shouldn't do that. But to me, I register that as real life. If you have real life drama with a woman, you have real life drama. However, when it came to Black Lives Matter, I have a certain responsibility. All of us Black women on this show who are wanting to use our platform for these families who don't have the voice that we have. I have the opportunity. I'm not pressured to talk about Black Lives Matter on Real Housewives of Atlanta. I feel the responsibility, and it's an opportunity for me to speak for these families. It is something that is very connected to my spirit, and is the way I show love to my people to speak up for them. So I am blessed to have this platform to speak about it. And so is Kandi and anyone else who wants to do so. So I did not want us to be on Real Housewives, even if it was just a misunderstanding, because clearly I have the text. Even if it could have been cleared up, I just didn't like the way it was going to come off. Because I don't have power over editing. Nobody does. So at the end of the day, if they decide to chop it up, or maybe it just didn't show right, and I didn't want the narrative to be out there that Black women on the Real Housewives of Atlanta, instead of being responsible, doing something for the community, and being effective, instead we're on there arguing about what Kandi did, or what Porsha didn't do, or what Nene didn't do. Okay? So I went to Bravo. They decided, after I explained everything to them, that they agreed, you know what? I don't think that would be a good look. That is not the purpose we want in showing the Black experience and what you guys are going through with Black Lives Matter. So they decided that they did not want to air that, period. And it was done. After that scene, I text Kandi. And I said, I asked her, we had a conversation on the phone, and then we text, right? And the whole point of me reaching out to her, or her reaching out to me, was so we could clear it up, right? Because what I didn't want was another person of such influence like to hinder it, that I'm jealous of it, that I want it to be bigger than it. I wanted her to understand that we're sisters in this. We're more powerful together, Kandi. And that is why we had a conversation through text. In this conversation, she showed me what happened with Nene, the blogger, etc. She explained to me why she was upset, which I respected, and I was like, okay, I get it. I get why you're upset. I said, but this is the perfect opportunity for me to explain to you what actually happened, because I don't want you to think that anything messy was going on with your name at all. So this is me clearing it up with Kandi. So she went on to tell me what the texts were, that she was upset. It pissed her off. She said she was pissed off, honestly, because she didn't think that her reaching out to the network without telling us was, going to upset us. And I was there to let her know that it wasn't about you upsetting us. It was about the fact that we just simply wanted to do it as a collective. Because at that moment, we had not talked to anyone from the network whatsoever, and the world is going haywire, and we wanted our company to represent Black folks, period. That's what it was. So I explained to her what the text was. I repeated that, listen, I understand that you already sent in a request. I don't want to go behind you, because if I go behind you or any of those girls go and ask the same thing, now you got confusion. And anytime you're in a movement, everybody has to be speaking the same thing. And so when she told me that she had already reached out, we felt like, okay, fine, let's leave it alone. So then I told Nene, Marlo, and Tanya, I said, let's pivot. Since Kandi has already talked to the executives, let's just deal with getting money. Let's have them do a donation. That's it. Let's just have them do a donation, because we don't want to undercut. We don't want to send the same ask whatsoever. Someone said, I'm lost. What's this about? I guess you just joined. Anyway, this is about well, you can go back and look at the live later. But anyway, I sent her the text. So we're going to look at these texts. The reason why I am going through this, and this is the last time I will talk about it, the only time
I'm sorry, y'all. I had to stop it for just 1 second. I'm sorry. I'm trying to. It just seems like she's talking in circles at this point, because it's kind of like she's trying to explain herself, and she's trying to make it seem like it wasn't a big deal. But in all reality, she's only confirming what Kenya already said. They felt some kind of way because she went to the executives without talking to them about it. So they did feel a way. But she's sitting up here talking about it as if they didn't think it was a big deal, or they wasn't pissed about it, or whatever. So I think I'm gonna have y'all do call-ins towards the end of this, because yeah, let me let her finish, child, because whatever.
talk about it is because now it's in an article, Food Vulture, that Bravo participated in, that Kandi and all the housewives and everybody, it's a big article, right? So it carries some weight, and it's said to be credible. And I want to make sure that the credibility is upheld, so I'm speaking and defending myself, which I should have the right to do. So anyway, these are the texts that I sent her that I talked about with Kandi. So I said to her, I was talking to Nene, and I said, yeah, I was talking to Nene, and I said, so because all of that, this is me saying that Kandi emailed, I wish we would have known what happened. I'm going to put all of these texts into my story after this live, so don't worry. I said, so because of that, which was because Kandi had already spoke to them, it is what it is. We're not upset about it because she did. Let's pivot so we can still be effective. I said, so because of that, I don't think it's going to go anywhere besides asking for a donation. Nene said, right. So then I said to her, I said, now there is no way to come to Bravo as a group. Everyone might as well send their own email. I said anything program related would have been, I said anything program related, we would want True to produce, which is our production company, and pitch to Bravo because we are Bravo talent. So you will go through True in order to pitch any programming to the network. So then I said, so for me, really, when we talk to the executives tomorrow, I said, I really think we should focus on asking for a donation ask. I said, as for the rest of the ladies, they can express what they want in their own. So we as a group, since Kandi, on her own right, she had the right to, went ahead and talked to them on her own. We as a group, the only way we're going to really be effective at this point is if we simply ask for a donation. So then I told her I just kind of summarized what that text was with Nene. And I said to her, I'm not going to let the show make a mockery of BLM. I said, we have been doing great things and cannot let this overshadow our efforts. This is what I said to Kandi. She said to me, I didn't think it was about BLM. She said, I'm definitely not trying to make a mockery. She said, but I didn't think that's what was happening. So that's an opportunity for me to explain to her, Kandi, that no, this is a mockery. If we as black women are sitting on Bravo arguing about Black Lives Matter, you're absolutely making a mockery of us using our platform. And that's a bad thing. And it's a terrible look. And it's not progressive. It's counterproductive. So then I sent her another text. I sent her that text that I just read you guys. And I sent another text. Okay. After I said that, Nene said I feel the same. So then this is the part where so-called I was dogging her. Kenya keeps going on all these outlets. Now she's on Vulture saying that I want to look better. I want to be ahead of the movement. She said on Kandi Speak on It that I am trying to come at Kandi and all that I dogged Kandi out. I was talking crap about Kandi. This is what I said. I said, Nene said, I feel the same. I said, sad though. Damn, could have even great together. Of course, I meant could have been even great together. Nene said, very sad. After she said very sad, I said, but if any of you ladies want my individual support or on some.
But see, here's my thing though. Like, I'm listening to you and I'm listening to you read the text messages. And to me, I still feel like it's y'all were mad because she went ahead and did what she did. What is so sad about her going to talk about what she talked about? I okay.
Something, let me know. Nene said, okay, Pete. Nene never dog walked Kandi. I never spoke bad about Kandi. All we were saying, and I'll sum it all up, is that there was a misunderstanding between Kandi and I about a blogger who took something out of context. Kandi had gone on to the Bravo and spoke to them. Nene and I felt like, well, that's sad. We could have gone to Bravo together, but since this is where we are, let's pivot and just simply ask for a donation. Candy's, what she wants.
I'm sorry, I had to pause it again. I'm reading Black Gal's comment in the chat, and she said no side conversation with Nene was necessary if you didn't care about Candy speaking with the executive. That is all I'm saying. That is all I'm saying. If you didn't care so much, what was the point of you having a sidebar conversation with Nene about it, talking about how sad it was that she went and talked to the executives? I still feel like it shows that y'all was pissed about her doing it. Or maybe I'm just slow as fuck and I don't understand. But when I let y'all call in, hopefully I'll get better understanding. Continue, Porsha. Child.
Are equitable opportunities for people. I'm more on the criminal justice side. So she wanted programming. She wanted to help get a seat at the table. And all of that is great. And to show you that I felt it was great, when she did her first show, I was on the show with her. You guys remember me on the panel for Black Lives Matter for Bravo. That was Kandi's show that I participated in. I have always supported her and will always support another Black woman in the movement and anything she's trying to do, whether it's on the business side, in the front line, or to policy. Either way, I'm going to support it. And I am held to a certain standard because of my position.
I'm sorry, Aaliyah, but I disagree. All I hear is that they were pissed that she went and did it on her own. It's not sad that they couldn't go as a group because she didn't go doing what they thought she was going to do. It was a bigger picture. It was more so about Bravo than Black Lives Matter. And she wasn't trying to child, I guess. It is what it is. I still feel like they were pissed. Just by Nene's responses alone. And even by what Nene was saying in the blogs alone, it comes across like they were pissed that she went to go discuss it with the executives. I still don't see nothing wrong with it. But oh well. But let me shut up because y'all swear up and down. I hate this girl and her dirty draws. So let me just shut the hell up and continue to let her go on. Let me press play.
My position on Housewives, and I'm held to a certain responsibility to Black Lives Matter to be responsible. Do y'all remember when I back in the day said something crazy about the Underground Railroad? That was irresponsible. That wasn't the way to use my platform. That was ignorant. And I decided over the years I was going to be better. Period. And if I'm going to be better and I'm going to be effective, then I need to take responsibility for how I look.
I'm sorry. I said I don't like her. I didn't say I hate her. That's what I said. I said people swear I hate her. I said I don't like her. It's a very big difference.
I portray how all of us Black women on Housewives portray ourselves in this moment because it's very important. You can't be asking white folks to change something. You can't be asking white folks to help you make something better, give you a seat at the table, and you acting an ass. So therefore, I did not want that to be on the show, whether it was true or not, whether it was a misunderstanding or not, whether I was right or wrong, which I happen to have been right. I did not want it on there. But Kenya Moore continues to go on every platform out, and the Bravo is telling her, do not talk about this, and she's using it to say, Porsha's trying to silence me from talking about a scene she had deleted. No, I didn't have a scene deleted for Porsha. Because what you don't understand, sweetheart, is that the movement is not about me as an individual at all. And that means, and you would understand that if you could sacrifice something for someone else. Anything I've ever done on, and majority off camera, is a sacrifice for someone else. If I cared so much about who I was, my platform, my jobs, my businesses, then I would not be speaking out about something that white folks don't like. And that's not the case. I speak from my heart. I deal in my heart because it's in my blood, it's in my legacy. And I am only speaking on this now because there is an article out that is very disheartening to me. It is a pure lie, and I have to clear it up. If I want to continue to talk about things that mean something to me, I must clear things like this up. It is my responsibility. Because when I speak to you guys about anything Black Lives Matter, anything criminal justice, anything, I want you to know that I'm speaking of a place that I am informed and that I care and that I'm well connected and I am sincere. And I don't have to prove that to anybody. I didn't have to do this live. Many people told me don't do this live. They said, you know what? You don't got to talk to that. That's a very small part of an article. They talk about you great in the article. They say you're the fan favorite in the article. If that was the case, if I cared about that, I wouldn't be speaking now. Because the article speaks lovely of me. It speaks highly of Porsha as a talent on the show. But the reason I'm putting myself out there right now is because this is connected to Black Lives Matter and the Black woman on this show. I want me and Kandi, and if Kenya could get her mind right in the future, to be able to do something. Mainly Kandi. I respect her. I hate that this has been put out there. I hate that she didn't clear this up the way I'm clearing it up, because that would have also been helpful to this situation. If when Kenya was saying these things, you also show that it was not anybody dogging you out. It wasn't negative. It was nothing like that. So again, My position is that I just want to be effective. I'm blessed to have this platform. I'm blessed that you people are on here right now listening to me. I am blessed to be able to put a voice for people who don't have a voice. I have access. I am able to have influence. If I were to use that just to talk about me, I wouldn't be talking about this. So please understand that if I'm quiet on little things here and there, reading this and that, anytime I speak on these girls, trust me, it's on a show that I'm paid to be on. If Dish asks me about them, I'm going to talk about it because I'm paid to be talking about it. If a chat room asks me, I'm paid to be talking about it. I don't do these little free interviews talking about these girls, but I'm doing this live absolutely free because this cause means something to me. Making sure it's understood that I would never tear down Kandi for what she's doing or what she's done means something to me. So to be clear, I'm sure you all got it. You can go back over the live. I won't keep repeating it. You guys weren't very friendly to me, like rushing me, but I just had to get this out so that you, because I'm not going to talk about it anymore. So for once and for all, it's out there, right? But now I'm going to talk about one more thing before I go. Since I do have almost 30,000 people in here, let me talk about what really matters to me. Let me take the focus away from what Kenya is trying to spew out there as negative on every single platform, and how Kandi, who is also, she's clearing it up. She's making sure it's known that she and I talked about it. But things like this, we got to make all the way clear.
But you just said that you wish. Hold on, wait a minute. But you just said that you're clearing it up. You hate that it's out, and you wish that Kandi would have spoken up and said something. But now you're saying that Kandi is speaking out and saying that there's not an issue. But you said that she would. Okay.
All the way clear. If you went and talked to the execs to get stuff done, get programming that you're executive producer over, great. But as a cast of black women on Bravo Network, we needed to figure out how to come together. And Nene called me and said, since you're friends with the other girls, see if you can get them together and we can make something happen. That's why there were two different chats, because Kenya and Nene weren't talking. But Nene said, I want to get everybody together. And we actually all got on a phone call and got something done as a collective, using our power and not just sitting on here, doing that. We were doing something that meant something. So I don't want no negative narrative out there about myself or Kandi. And can you believe it or not? You're black, honey. And anything that I'm doing, anything I'm speaking on, it could benefit you too. So you should try to be better. But I'm not going to address her anymore. Anyway, I'm going to round this out by letting you guys know, yes, I'm still active without the camera. It is what it is. I don't need no praises. It is what it is. We got to keep on moving. This is a movement. It is not for a moment. So we still got to keep on fighting. We still dying in the street daily. It's not over because you don't turn on CNN and you don't see thousands of people out in the street in different countries and something you can go be a part of. It's still happening. We still need to be active. We still need to be trying to find out what is that thing to stop us from being killed in the street. And for me, I wanted to turn our protest into policy. So I spoke with Ben and Jerry. I'm sure you guys know Ben and Jerry. They have the ice cream company. I know you guys enjoy it. And I spoke with them about how can I be effective? What are you guys working on? Because they have been very strategic in movement and things within the movement to get policies changed. And the main thing they're talking about right now is ending qualified immunity. Qualified immunity needs to be ended because that is what protects officers. When they go kill us in the street, when they harm us, when they assault us, when they abuse us, as they continue to hunt us down, these families of these victims don't have their day in court because of qualified immunity. That's an actual law out there that protects these officers. So you wonder why these families have to be crying on CNN and MSNBC and trying to do reports and on all of this. Because guess what? If I went out and harmed someone, I would be arrested immediately. I wouldn't have the option to resign.
Do y'all want me to stop the live here and just continue with the comment with my commentary and giving y'all a chance to speak y'all piece, or do y'all want it to continue all the way to the end? If you want it to continue all the way to the end, do a thumbs up. If you rather me stop the live here, do a thumbs down. Thumbs up if you want it to continue. Thumbs down if you're ready for me to just give my commentary and open up the line. Okay. Now I'm gonna come back on camera. Hold on 1 second. Okay. Now that I see all y'all thumbs down, we can stop right here. Because you started talking about Black Lives Matter in general. So I was gonna let it continue, but since y'all said stop, I'm gonna stop. Okay. So before I open up the lines, I just want to say what I think about this. Um, it's like this for me. Not once did I ever say that Porsha was doing this for a look. I never said that. Number one. Like, I say all the time that I don't like her. That's pretty clear. But people want to put out that I hate her, or my quote unquote hate for her is worrisome or something like that, when I only discuss her when I'm doing videos. So if I hated her so much, or if I wasn't objective when it comes down to her, then I would be the first to say that she's doing this for a look, or she really doesn't care about Black Lives Matter. That's what someone who's obsessed with Porsha or hates Porsha to the core would say. I can honestly say that I don't think that she's pretending to care about Black Lives Matter. I personally don't think that she is pretending. I don't. I never once questioned her efforts. But um, for me, this is what I think. This whole thing was because, and I don't give a damn what some of y'all say. This thing was mainly because Nene and Porsha were pissed that Kandi went to the execs with an idea. That's what this mainly is about. Porsha saying that they weren't pissed with her. They just felt as though they could have went as a group because they haven't talked to nobody in the network about anything. But the thing about it is, and this is just me speaking for myself. This ain't even me speaking about Kandi or Porsha. This is me putting myself in the position. I feel like if you got a group of people who can't be on one accord to the point to where they can't even be in the same group message to discuss things as a group, how do you expect for them to come together as a group to come to executives to talk about change if y'all can't even be in the same damn group? You know what I mean? Y'all can't even be in the same group message to discuss things. And I just feel like, for me, if I feel strongly about getting something done and I'm trying to do it with a group, and I see that this group ain't doing shit but fighting, or I see this group really can't get along, or I see this group really can't do anything together, I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna take it upon myself to do it my damn self and see what results I can get on my own. Cause if I'm waiting on these motherfuckers to try to do something, we ain't gonna never get it done. We can't come together. We can't be unified enough to even be in the same damn group message. So how in the hell do I think that we can be unified enough to go to the Bravo offices and discuss this? Ain't no telling how long they have been discussing this shit. And being that they don't do shit but argue and tear each other down, they can't even put Nene and Kenya in the same damn group message. So it's kind of like we've been discussing this shit forever. And ain't nobody, everybody talking the talk, but they ain't walking the walk. So when I find out about something and I give a suggestion, yes, I'm gonna take it to the executives. I'm gonna take it upon myself to do it because you got to understand when you're working with a group and they're not on the right accord, it's hard to trust said group to get shit done the way that they need to. That's just really what it is. I'm sorry, but if you don't agree with it, you just don't. But I just feel like when it comes down to it, when you got a group of people and they not getting shit done the way they need to, you got to do that shit on your own just to get better results. I'm just saying. So no, I'm not pissed off at all about Kandi going to the execs on her own accord. Because look at them. They cannot do anything as a group. They can even have a group message as a group, let alone go to the damn executives about anything. So that's just me speaking on myself, speaking on anything. You know what I mean? Speaking on myself. That's how I would have thought about it. This ain't even me speaking for Kandi. This ain't me speaking for Porsha. This is me speaking for Scotty by Nature TV. I barely even like the working groups. I barely even like the working groups. So therefore, because groups can be a good thing and a bad thing. So it's kind of like this. You can have a group and all of y'all coming together to do this and do that, and then y'all say y'all want to do this and y'all want to do that. Y'all can keep saying that you don't. You can keep saying that you want to do it, but you got to do it in order to get it done. And people be talking all that stuff and they don't do shit. But then you got one person that say, you know what, fuck all this shit. I'm gonna go and do. I'll go to the execs myself and do something on my own accord. I got an idea that I can bring to the execs. I'll bring it to them on my own. I don't see nothing shady about that. And if anybody thinks that they're shady, I don't understand. But like I said, when you doing shit as a group, sometimes that shit don't always work. It just doesn't always work at all. That's just me. That's just me. Like even in college, somebody is as I was bringing it up, just Jazzy just brought it up. In college, I did not even like working in doing group presentations. I did not like doing it. I always was a person that liked to work on my own. These girls can't even manage a group chat. So how you think that they're gonna manage coming to executives as a group? Now, just because some of y'all up in here like Porsha, y'all gonna bypass this whole quote that I just said, this whole scenario that I just put out there, so y'all can come at me because of my dislike for her. Y'all not gonna see the truth in what I just said. Because I don't care what you say, I'm 100% right about what the fuck I said. Group presentations are not always key. I do not like working in groups. I do not. Like, um, you can counterpart that with saying, well, you do panels all the time. That's different. That's different. You know what I'm saying? So that's just what it is. That's different. But I don't like working in groups. Like I've never liked working in groups. Like the only way, like even with um Terrence, Jamar, and Josiah, we're coming together to do a show tomorrow. Um, we are all on the same accord, so that's the difference. When we're talking, so now, so Jeff want to ask me how his panel's different. The panels are different because we're all on the same fucking accord. That's the difference. We're all on the same accord. We know exactly what we want to do. It's not nothing to negotiate. All we're doing is coming together to discuss a show. We're not coming together to really do no business together. This is different. What they're doing at Bravo is much different than what I'm doing on the fucking panel. That's the difference. Panels are much different. What are you saying? It's not the same thing. Come on now. Don't try to troll me. Please don't. Because it's much different than negotiating a contract or trying to do something with a network. We're all on the same accord. These two are not on the same accord. These people are not on the same accord at all. They can't even be in the same group message. Like, come on now. And on top of that, I'm actually friends with these people. So it is what it is. You know what I mean? And there's a troll that I blocked their other page already. Well, my moderators already blocked their other page already. And now they find themselves back in my chat already. So if my moderators are in the building, please get rid of this meek bitch. Get rid of the meek bitch. Get rid of the meek bitch. Please do. You can. How was they gonna do that when they wasn't even getting along? What part of that don't you understand? How was they gonna get? How was they gonna get anything accomplished when they can't even get a damn group message? Like, I don't get it. They was it was never gonna get it. Like, they're not team players. They were never gonna get anything accomplished in the first place. That's my point. You can't even get a damn group message together. So how you gonna get the exact group together to come along and do something? That's my whole point. It's never gonna happen. They were never gonna come together to do anything. How can you say she didn't try when, like I said, we are not for certain as to how long they've had this conversation? This shit could have been going on for forever, and they all in group messages arguing and fighting. How do you know she didn't try? Anyway, the link is in the chat. If you want to come up and voice your opinion, please do. 2 minutes, please. Please, please respect me enough to just give me 2 minutes, please. Because the last time I let people come up, they all went over 2 minutes. Please, 2 minutes. 2 minutes, please. Boom. But everybody want to say she was being sneaky, but yet she's sneaky, but she still told them about the email though. If she was being sneaky, she would have just went up and did it and not told them shit. She went up there, did what she needed to do, told them about the email, and that's that. She could have just not told them anything. Oh yeah, that's a good idea. Let me see. Let me see if I can. Is there a timer on my phone? Let me see something here. There should be a timer on my phone. Oh yeah, I see. I got a timer. Okay, so, and no, I'm not gonna curse anybody out. Now, if I don't agree with something, you're gonna see it all in my face. I swear you are. But the link is in the chat. If y'all want to come up, say what you got to say. 2 minutes. 2 minutes. Most definitely 2 minutes. What you mean it won't let you, girl? All you gotta do is click it on. All you gotta do is click on the link, and then it's gonna take you backstage. And if I see you, I can bring you up. It shouldn't be that hard. Okay, and we have CC Freak. The biggest Porsha stand that be in my chat all the damn time. But he's here. So let me set my timer up first before I let him on. Okay. And you're up.
Hey, what's going on, man?
What's going on? What's going on? What's going
This
on?
this is basically the whole point of this is basically is just to try to stop. a future Kandi versus Porsha beef coming out.
Mm-hmm.
They all trying to get them. That's the whole point of this. She did say, yeah, I do wish we could have, because I agree with everything you said about if y'all can't get together, y'all having two separate chats, and y'all can't even get that together, then what's the point in trying to get together with the executives where you get your real checks? I agree with that. So, and it was just saying like, okay, yeah, I kind of wish we can do it, but she did say right after that, well, if there's anything I can do to help, just give me a holler.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just all kind of like, I just feel like a lot of people want to keep Porsha in this box, because she even mentioned on this video on the live about the Underground Railroad, how irresponsible that was and everything, and people acting like she can't elevate. Yes, she's flawed. Yes, she's done all these things, but I feel like as soon as she doesn't react, then people just want to have an issue. And I'm not even saying you specifically, because I feel like
Oh,
before Bolo Gate, you was actually pretty good with her this year.
let them
I
tell it.
Yeah,
I
I see.
wasn't.
I know how to be objective. Because I'll call her out on her mess too. Because season 9, she was 100% wrong. I'll give her that, but she paid for it in season 10, in my opinion. So if the person that's mad, aka Kandi, want to get over it, and I give people clean slates every season, including Kenya. But unfortunately, Kenya just lets me down almost every time. Like, her best season, in my opinion, was season, what was it, 11.
Mm-hmm.
I felt like I loved Kenya that season. The only thing I didn't really like was Cookie Gate. But
Yeah.
the whole point of this was just to clear her name and to basically be like, why is Kenya to keep bashing my name with all this other stuff? It's almost like she's creating drama when I'm just trying to, like, this movement is bigger than the show to her. You know, she
Mm-hmm.
she has a legacy that she's trying to fulfill, and that's basically it. I'm already pretty much went up at the time, so that's pretty much it, man.
All right. Thank you for coming up. As
No
usual,
problem,
thank you
man.
for coming up. All
Hmm.
right. All right. All right. That was Eric. He's one of my mods. Of course, he's a Porsche fan, of course. But I still like him though. He's very respectful, unlike most people that are Porsche fans that come on my shit straight up. Um, Link is in the chat. Be sure to click on said link if you want to come up. Yeah, I'm trying to see how many people I'm gonna take because I don't want to be up here for too much longer because I got to get up early in the morning to go to work, so I don't want to be up here for too long. But yeah, the link is in the chat if y'all want to come up. But as of right now, I'm going to be reading some comments in this chat. I'm surprised the chick that told me earlier today because she was coming in the chat. I mean, coming in my comment section, just harassing everybody today. She even came to the point to where she said I had a nasty attitude and that I'm childish and my antics. I have the potential to be bigger than what I am, but my childish ass antics is gonna forever hold me back. Child, listen, I've just started to grow last year. Trust me, girl. Oh, somebody's up, Rufus. But that girl really tried me early today. Ooh. Okay, Rufus, I'm about to let you up, and as soon as I let you up, the timer will start. And go.
Hi, Scotty. This is Rufus from South Africa. It's 5 o'clock. I'm still in bed, but love you. Love your channel.
Mm-hmm.
I am conflicted on this issue because I like you, agree that I don't think Porsche was doing it all for show. But I do think like every time Nini is involved on something, it comes very salacious because Nini is all about competing. And I feel like Nini was in Porsche's ear and Porsche fell for it like she always falls for everything everyone else says. So I don't think that Porsche like meant it in a bad way with this whole Black Lives Matters thing, but I do think
Mm-hmm.
that Nini was in her ear. And in terms of this whole thing of approaching it as a group, was Candy part of the talks? Because I didn't hear that part. Because if it was going to be a group effort, then Candy should have known. And I don't think Candy would have gone behind everyone's back and that just gone to the executives without everyone else knowing. So that's just how I feel. Like yeah, I think that's basically it. So I do think that every time Nini is involved, then something shady is happening. Like, I do not believe that Porsha is doing it all for show, but I do believe that Nini was in a year when it came to Kandi, because Nini does have this whole dislike for Kandi and her hustle. So that's all
Yeah,
I
and
have to say.
she. Oh yeah, I agree. You got like 40 more seconds. I'm gonna say this. I think that Nene probably was in her ear in regards to Candy because she is the main one that has kept alluding to her having this relationship with Bravo, probably the same relationship that she once had. So
Uh,
it wouldn't be a surprise to me if Nene was the one who leaked those messages out to a blogger. It wouldn't be any surprise to me.
Exactly. And I'm all for people questioning, because even if it really happened that this whole conversation happened, they should have aired it, because everything should be questioned. Even Black Lives Matters, we should never just take any organization and say we don't question it. So yeah, anyway, my time is up. But yeah, I feel everyone should question even Black Lives Matters. Bye.
All right, thank you. Alrighty, let's see. Okay, what's next? Okay, I hope I'm saying the name right because I do not like saying names wrong. Next up is Cherry Lynn. Is that right? Cherry Lynn 84. She's next. Soon as I let her up, I will be setting the timer. So, and go. What's going on?
Hi. Can you hear me?
All right. Yeah, I can hear you good.
Can you
I
hear
can hear you
me?
good. Yeah.
Okay. So I was just basically expressing my frustration in Portia's video, and her taking aim at Kenya as though Kenya published the video or published the article. I don't know why she's so upset and blaming Kenya for everything. And Kenya keeps bringing this to the forefront, and Kenya keeps talking about this. Really, if she went to the Bravo producers and they agreed to not show it, then why did they show the clip of Kenya basically saying she didn't believe her on the show? So that kind of opened the door for Kenya to have to defend herself on the
Mhm.
speak on it, to say, well, this is the why I was saying I don't believe in Portia's activism. So I think Portia is just taking aim at Kenya because she's an easy target, because the fans get hyped up on a Portia Kenya beef, where the fans took Candy side on the Portia Candy beef. So now she know it's either gonna be me against Portia, or me against Kenya, or me against Candy. I'd rather take on Kenya. So
Mhm.
that's the stance that I believe Portia is taking. But for her to get on, well, Kenya had came up with this vulture and this a reputable article. Kenya was asked a question, so she spoke on the question that she was asked, the same way she does in her interviews. I'm sure the production team, when they get in those confessionals, they ask them direct questions, and so they speak on them directly. But I feel like Portia just has a problem with Kenya. I wish that on her live, or hopefully at the reunion, somebody will go back and ask her, what is the real reason that you and Kenya fell out the last time? Because if we go back to the
Right.
last season, Kenya didn't do anything to Portia. Kenya was just beefing with Nene.
Right.
So thanks for taking me on.
Oh, no problem. Thank you for coming up. Oh, shit. All right, next up is B. Shalon. Okay, I'm gonna put up this link again if anybody else want to come up. And another thing that I also want to say in regards to this is the same people that put out this article that Candy and Kenya were a part of. They asked Portia to speak up for herself, and she declined the interview. I felt like all of this could have been this whole live and everything else could have been fucking avoided had she just went on and spoke up for her own self, and she would have not had to go live and speak in rectangles and circles. That's my opinion. However, next up is B. Shalon. As soon as you come up, I will be clicking start on the timer. And go.
All right. Hey y'all. Listen. I had no clue that they invited her to the interview. That already makes my point even more proven. Like, I just really feel like she should worry about the things that can't control. Like, that's just point blank period. If she just left the things
Mhm.
that she can't control, clearly you can't control what Candy is going to do. Candy's a grown woman. So you did what you can do, is continue on with what she claims she's doing with Black Lives Matter, and let that be that. You didn't have to get on here and speak on it, quote unquote, to prove whatever you're trying to prove. Like, if you want to speak on it, you should have took the interview, or you should have went and did like a formal presentation on, how you could have helped Black Lives Matter in a different way. But instead of like even speaking on Kandi and bringing her up, like that already makes her like point. I don't know. I can't think of the word right now. Brain fart. But yeah, she's just, I don't know. I'm upset with Porsha. I used to be a Porsha fan. I used to live in Atlanta. Like, I couldn't. She's the one housewife that I wanted to meet. Never met her. Now I could care less if I meet her. In
Yeah.
fact, I might as well just jump on. I like Kenya Train. She's keeping the drama alive.
Well, I wouldn't go that far to say that I'm gonna jump on the Kenya train. I can't do that, but I just like both of them. But it's kind of like, for me, I can't be objective to the both of them, and I think the problem that people have with me is that whenever I decide that I'm going to be objective to Kenya, I'm a Kenya stan, which is a lie. Um, it's okay when I'm being objective to Portia, but it's like when I'm objective to Kenya,
Right.
then the issue. So, but it is what it is.
As per usual. As per usual. I guess I try to be nice to Kenya because I'm dark. I like dark girls. Team Black Bone. So I try to root for her, but she makes it hard. But yeah, let Kandi do Kandi. Everybody know Kandi is a team of me person. She's gonna look out for self. I mean, she's looking out for Black Lives Matter, but she's gonna make sure Kandi looks good. Period.
Yeah.
So if you know that, like we know that as viewers, then you should take that with a grain of salt, Porsha, and do what you can do.
You got that
But
right,
that's all I
okay?
had to say. Thank you for letting me come up, and thank you for
Oh, no
making me mod. I feel so special.
no problem. Thank you so much for coming on. I had to make you a mod. Thank you so much.
No problem. Talk to you later.
All right. Talk to you later. Okay. If anybody else wants to come up, this is your last chance. Last chance. Last chance. Okay, your last chance, bruh. Your last chance. Because I know Terrence is live now, and I need to go watch his live. Thank you, Centuries. If you want to come up, the link is in the chat right now. Okay, I see somebody in the back. Okay, let me get my timer. Oh shit, two people back. Okay, let me get my timer together. Hold on 1 second. Okay, coming up. Damn. Okay, coming up next is Kimberly. I think I said her name right, Kimberly. And as soon as she gets up, the timer will start and go.
Oh
What's
my
going
goodness.
on?
Hi, good night, Scotty. Nice to
How you
finally
doing?
meet you. My first time on. I am so fussy right now.
Oh
Oh
my
my God.
god.
I had to take off my head tie so I won't look too
Oh girl,
no.
it's fine. It's fine. I got on this beanie because my head is a mess. But go ahead.
Oh. Are we talking about Porsche tonight and stuff? My question though is I want to know why people really dislike Kenya because I don't fancy her a lot, but I don't really dislike her. And in terms of Portia's live tonight, I don't know. I caught a bit of it, but I thought it was like some type of um I don't know what happened at the reunion, but I think that she's trying to shape the narrative based on whatever happened. Because I don't know, because even listening to her, she kind of admitted what Kenya and Kandi was saying was true, but like she had another excuse about it. And when she was talking about how she wasn't reading Kandi, But from the communication between her and Nene, it seemed as if she wanted to like bad talk Kandi's name. And you could tell that after a point in time, Nene, like she wasn't really interested because she started like giving one word
Yeah,
responses.
she was.
But she like she wanted to bad talk Kandi. That's how it sounded to me. Because I mean, why would you communicate and well Nene, seeing that Nene and Kandi wasn't all that much friends, and then started to talk about Kandi going to the executive and all kinds of things. If you didn't want to talk the girl name, I don't know.
Mhm.
It just sounds kind of fishy to me. And I have to wait until the reunion to see what really came out. Because I was like, wait, all of a sudden, no. I know she mentioned the article. It was like, but this has been talked about throughout the entire season. So why no? Unless something, like I said, happened at the reunion and she trying to now control the narrative. I don't know. I don't know if you understand everything that I tend to speak about past, but I don't know.
It's fine. I understand.
Oh my goodness, I'm so fussy. Oh
Well,
my
thank
goodness.
you for coming up. Thank you for coming up. I got like four more people behind you, so thank you for coming
Okay.
up.
I'm
All
going to
right.
bed anyways. It's almost midnight here, so I'm going to bed.
All
All
right,
right,
then.
thank you
Thank
for
you.
having me.
All right. And after these last four, you guys, well, at this point, there is no more. I'm not going to take no more people after this. No more. No more. No more. It's like four more people. No more. Because I got to go to bed soon. Coming up next is Kanisha. Take yourself off mute. And as soon as I let you up, the timer will start. And go. Yeah. You're up.
Hey, Scotty, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. I can hear you
Okay,
well.
great, great, great. So let me start by saying, can okay, let me start. Okay, so let me start by saying I feel like Portia was lying. I feel like she was kind of sugarcoating. You know how she do.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like the real tea is in that scene.
Mm-hmm.
That's the real tea. Because I feel like Kenya and Candy said the same thing she said.
Mm-hmm.
And Candy said on Speak on It that she squashed it. Both of them squashed it. They had no beef.
Mm-hmm.
And now she's trying to do damage control. And Portia found herself into some mess that she can't get out of. And she know her fans gonna be behind her 100% of whatever
Most
that she
definitely.
say.
Most definitely, child.
Right. So I just basically feel like Portia sugarcoating things. I feel like Nene, like that other caller said, Nene put the battery in her back to
Mm-hmm.
go again, to start some issues with Candy because Nene has always had an issue with Candy by having her bag when she came on the show.
Mm-hmm.
We all know that. So I just feel like Portia, she kind of sugarcoating the story, and the whole tea is in that scene that Bravo did not air,
I
basically.
agree. I
And she
agree.
know we'll never see it.
Mm-hmm.
So that's all I had to say.
All right then, Kanisha girl. I appreciate you coming up here.
You have a nice night, Scotty.
All right, you too.
All
You
right.
finished right on time too. All right, thank you.
All right. Bye bye.
All right. Portia does not have more jobs than anybody on the Housewives of Atlanta. Stay woke. Now you need to stop lying, girl. Okay, next up is Kempire Daily. Kempire, one of my favorite people. He was a part of my colorism panel alongside Erica Del Nero, Nikki Starr, Layla Lynn, Yaffer Tees, DeBrook Ashley, Country or Canary. Y'all know. So, let's welcome Kempire Daily up. Soon as I let him up, the timer will start. All right. And you're up.
Scotty, what's going on?
What's going on? What's going on?
Yeah, I only came in here to support you because I watched. I've watched the Porsha video live, and I was just like, I'm confused. So you're admitting that you asked him to delete the scene? Okay, all right. So what's this 30-minute plus live about? Like, I'm getting more from this from your live than what she gave us. But look, I'm not Team Porsha or Team Kenya. My thing is like it. I feel like Bravo has been editing these people in such a derogatory way, and now you have these black women fighting amongst themselves when Bravo really stirred the pot.
Right.
You know what I mean? Because I feel like now you have Kenya out here looking like she doesn't support Black Lives Matter, and you're not giving context. And I understand why Kenya decided to defend herself. But what is Kandi saying? Like
I feel like this. And I know somebody in the chat said this too. I know Candy is saying that she doesn't have a problem with Portia. Is they have already squashed it, whatever. But I feel like the reason why people that are close to Candy, like for instance Kenya or Don Juan or Carmen,
mm-hmm,
I'm pretty sure she discussed this with them, and I'm pretty
mm-hmm.
sure they know exactly how she really felt about the situation. So it's the passive aggressiveness that Candy has. Now, as a person that likes her a lot, I can honestly admit that she's passive aggressive.
No, she
So
is. She's a Taurus like me. We're passive
yeah,
aggressive.
she's a Taurus. I have a Taurus moon sign. My moon sign is Taurus, so I have a little
Okay.
passive aggressive in me too. So she probably spoke to her friends about it, and that's why they're speaking her true feelings because there's something she
Mm. Well, I need Candy to step up though, because especially with something like this, she needs to step up. You know what I
most
mean?
did.
Because I'll just say this last thing, because if you see the Speak on It interview, you could tell there was more. Candy felt more about it than she was giving in the video, and the video
Hmm.
was edited too. So you know.
Right.
But I just want to come on and show you some love.
All right, no problem. I'll be reaching out to you for something else
Okay.
soon. So
All
I
right.
just want to let you know that up here.
Okay. Thanks, man. Have a good night.
All right.
Bye.
Okay, so I see three more people. Oh, it was just two. Okay, so Ya Real will be the last person I let up here. See Purple Haze. I see Nikki. I'm gonna let Purple Haze and Nikki come up before Ya Real. Ya Real will be my final person. After Ya Real, nobody else is coming up here. Okay, so I'm gonna let Purple Haze because she's been waiting up, and then Nikki will come after her, and then Ya Real will close it out. So Purple Haze, take yourself off mute. Soon as you come up, the timer will start. Y'all been doing a great job at keeping this shit for 2 minutes. I'm really proud of y'all tonight because sometimes y'all don't listen to a damn thing I say. However, Purple Haze, you are up. You
Hey,
up.
Scotty, can you hear me?
I can hear you good. I
Oh,
can hear you.
yes. Okay. Hey, chat. Hey, everybody. I'm gonna keep it real quick. I agree with the last caller about Bravo stirring the pot or whatever. You already know I love Portia, but I can be very
Hmm.
unbiased, and I feel like a part of me feels as though it's good. It's good that they cut out the scene with Portia, but I wish they would have cut out that scene with Kenya too, about her
Hmm.
saying that is she getting arrested on purpose? Because I feel like when Portia said that it would be detrimental to the group, them fighting over Black Lives Matter. That is true. However, if that's the case, delete that scene with Kenya as well.
Right.
Um, I do feel, and then as far as with Kandi, how this situation goes with Kandi and Portia, I do feel like Nene put a battery in Portia's back, and I do feel like Kenya sometimes put that battery in Candy's back. I feel like
Hmm.
Portia and Kandi just needs to keep things neutral, keep their own mindset, try not to let other people give opinions on their situation because they came so far. But
Right.
I don't feel like the live was necessary from Portia. I don't feel like it was necessary. Who cares at this point?
Hmm.
And it is what it is. I just feels like at this point nobody needs this show right now. I feel like Kenya doesn't need the show. Portia doesn't. Candy doesn't. It's time for them to go anyway. I feel like this is becoming petty, and they have so much potential to grow even more. They don't need to be on the show, but we need new people anyway. But that's all I wanted to say, and I wanted to say I love you, and that's that.
Oh, I love you too. Thank you. Thank you for coming up.
No problem. See you.
All right. See you.
Bye bye.
Okay, next up is Nikki. Oh, she's already off mute. She's already off mute. Okay, soon as you come up, Nikki, the timer will start and you're up.
All right, hi Scotty, how you doing? I love your show, and I agree with everything you said about Candy, about the whole thing that the fact that it's her idea, that's what they have a problem with. And I think yeah, Nene, I think Nene and Portia, they're just mad because Candy had the idea, and they didn't come up with the idea. And the fact that Nene was going through her problems with Bravo and everybody else,
Mhm.
that's why Nene feeling a certain way. And like the other caller said, yeah, probably Nene did put a battery in Portia's back. And I
Yeah.
also feel if I'm sorry,
No, go ahead.
I feel like also if Nene or if let's say if Phaedra's still back on the show, if they would have came up with the ideas that Candy came up with the ideas, Portia wouldn't have had a problem with it.
Yeah, it's to me, I feel the way that I do because at the end of the day, it's like I just feel like people's arguments are they should have went as a group. Okay,
And
that would have been nice, but it wasn't gonna happen.
yeah, they don't get along. Nene and Kenya can't even agree on everything. They're like oil and vinegar,
Right. It
oil
wasn't,
and water.
yeah, it wasn't going to happen. So at the end of the day, like people can say whatever it is they want to say, but it wasn't going to happen regardless. So we could be mad at Candy all we want to, but working in
No,
groups are
that
tough.
was a boss move.
Yeah, working in groups are tough enough.
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
because Candy had a hard time working with Escape. So,
Right.
and also, what else I was gonna say? I was gonna say one more. And I don't think that I could see where people are coming from about Portia being disingenuous with the whole Black Lives Matter thing,
Uh-huh.
but I don't. I think it's genuine,
Yeah, I think it is too.
and I can see where Kenya is coming from. And Portia kind of proved Kenya's point
Basically.
for what she was stating on the show. Because I am a fan of Candy and Portia, but I can also say when they're doing wrong too.
Right. I definitely
So
agree with that. I can too. But thank you for coming up. Of course I appreciate your views because they align with mine, child. But you know, people
yeah,
look I would say that I can't take nobody else's opinion, child. But I
yeah,
definitely know what the hell you had to say, because I'm thinking the same goddamn way. So thank you for
exactly.
coming
You're
up.
welcome.
All right, see you later.
Don't let the Portia fans get you down.
Child, fuck them people. I ain't thinking about them.
All
They
right.
still watching. All right. Now, before I let my big brother, Yarel up here, I want to respond to Jill's comment. We don't know that they could have. They couldn't have. They already shown that they couldn't have. But I'm not gonna keep going back and forth with Chip Chat. I'm just not gonna do it tonight. He has the right to his opinion, regardless of how much I don't agree with it. Um, so it's time for Yarel to come. He wanted to last. I'm pretty sure he gonna tell y'all why he wanted to be last when he bring his ass up here. But here he is. Hey, Yarel.
So I wanted to be last because I wanted to be last. That's pretty much it. There's nothing to say. Look, I'm not gonna be like Porsche, get up here and talk in circles, and I ain't gonna do all that. I ain't got time to do. No, I ain't got to do. But needless to say, first off, when it comes to Kandi, yes, she's very passive aggressive, and I won't include Kenya in what she does with her clique. But Kandi, now here's the thing. I love Kandi. Kandi is the reason I started watching Housewives and had to go back and watch season 1 to get caught up when season 2 was out. Not the point. But with her, she's one of those people where, have you ever noticed, like, you'll have somebody that has a way of telling the story in such a way that it piques your interest, and they kind of, they don't want to bring it up, but they're leading you to bring it up.
Mm-hmm.
I get that from Kandi.
Yeah.
Now, with that being said, when it comes to this whole entire thing, my question is, did the collective have it? Did they agree that if we have any ideas that we will go to Bravo as a group? Because if they never had that, then Kandi is not wrong. Point blank and the period. Plus, if that's the case, then what about when Nene got her several spinoffs? Well, one or two spinoffs. When Kandi got her spinoffs, and this, that, and the third, or when these opportunities present itself for them to be on something else. Because let's not pretend as if Porsha is let go from Bravo, all these other side jobs that she has, they're going to go away because they're not getting the press they need to continue the buzz. So they don't always go as a group, and there was no need for it. And both of them could have had a storyline independent of each other. You're on the front lines. I'm working behind the scenes. I'm using my intellect, my money, and everything else to lend to the cause because not everybody has to physically be out there. But I think for Porsha, and this is just me, I think she ain't want nobody else riding that train where it's just all me. I want to be the only one to do it. And
Hmm.
that's how that came off. And then with everything that Kandi put into place, not to diminish what she did out there, but if we gonna sit here and we gonna juxtapose, we gonna put them side by side. All you did was went out there, did some protesting. Is my internet going now? I know it is. Let me go ahead and finish. For people you don't know, and you're literally doing this for a storyline because outside of that, what does she have? Because don't nobody care about you and Dennis. But when you have Kandi, she has convinced them to bring in interns from HBCUs, amongst other things, bringing in more, melanated African American people to sit on different boards. This is what she was able to do behind the scenes, whether or not it was shown or not. So you want to talk about area influence? You want to talk about what was done? Like, let's stop playing. And again, if your issue was with Kenya and not Kandi, I understand in certain points you might have to bring her up, but it seemed more like that bullet was really geared to hit Kandi, not really
Hmm.
Kenya. And lastly, if you had the opportunity to have this dialogue, why didn't you do it? And I think the reason why is because she's not very eloquent. I'm not saying that I'm not saying she's intelligent. I'm not saying that she's ignorant. I'm saying she's not eloquent. She doesn't have the ability to sit here and say what she needs to say in a timely fashion because they would have been hitting her with questions that she would have had to answer. She had enough time from when that vulture thing came out to when she pressed that live button to sit here and somewhat collect her thoughts and come on somewhat intelligent. But she doesn't have the wherewithal or the vocabulary, and she's not eloquent. And that's that. So that's why she didn't do the interview.
Do you think that because I see I'm looking in the comments, a lot of people are placing this on Kenya. A lot of people feel like Portia only went live to basically say, basically to protect the relationship, the quote unquote relationship, which is surface as fuck between her and Candy. She felt as though Kenya was out here trying to cause a divide between the two.
Well, I'll say this: if the relationship that you have built with Candy is solid, and if y'all truly got past what you got past, nobody should be able to come in and disrupt anything. Let's be very clear. And and I'll be the one to say it. The Bible speaks very clear about somebody that causes discord amongst people. It's one of those seven things that God detests. So if that is really what was going on, and for her, I'm not going to cover her spirituality or her being religious. But if you know that to be true and you believe the word to be true, then why are you concerned with whatever trap, whatever snares, with whatever devices, with whatever Kenya is doing? Because
Right.
last that I
And
checked, I mean, oh no, go ahead.
no, oh, no, no, no. Oh, I was saying people are also in the chat. People are saying all of the ladies was upset with Portia, with Candy, not just Portia. Well, in that article, they only named Portia, Nene, and I think they named Tanya and Marlo. They did not name anybody else. So y'all talking about we are trying to blame this all on Porsha. We didn't make the article. They put it out there and they only named Porsha and Nene. Nene and Porsha were the two that were having sidebar conversations about it. And the blogger that got the leaked text messages from Nene put it out there. So it's not our fault that it's looking like that. Blame Nene. She put it out there. It made it look as though her and Porsha were talking shit about King. So you can't get mad at me or nobody else. Be mad with them two. But I'm trying to see what else I was going to ask you. Do you think? I hope I didn't forget it. Do you think that Do you think that Kandi? Shit. Damn, I lost it. Damn, I hate when I got it right there in my
Well,
head.
why are you thinking about it? Somebody in the comment put the word in there articulate because I guess they were trying to maybe assist me. The reason that I said eloquent is in listening to the audio, it almost was like nails on the fucking chalkboard, how it was coming out of her mouth. And yes, she may not necessarily be able to articulate, but also she said she doesn't have the vocabulary either to sit here and do that. And you see that a lot when you watch the show and in what she gives and what she can formulate and the words that stay within, her immediate now I'm drawing down, but the words that she used, they're all pretty much just similar. She doesn't, use antonyms, synonyms, any of those things. Thing.
Okay,
But did it come
I
back to you,
got it.
Scotty?
It came back to me. It came back to me. It came back to me. Okay, so well, you talking about Candy don't have the vocabulary, but she had the vocabulary enough to get the damn show and get the show and produce the damn
Come
show and
on.
get it on the air. So I mean, whatever. But anyway, so here's my thing. I wanted to ask you your opinion on this because everybody keep on saying they could have done so much as a team. They could have did this as a team. They could have did this as a team. My point is, if they can't even come together and manage a fucking group message and they have to do everything separately, how do you think they would have been able to? Do you think, Yarrell, that they would have been able to come together as a team when they can't even get along? If they can't even get along enough to even have a whole group message to be facilitated for all of them to put in all of their opinions about whatever they're talking about, they can't even adjust in the group message. So how would they be able to come together as a unified front to talk to some executives when they can't even be unified amongst each other to put all their stuff aside? Do you think that they would have been able to do it? Because I personally don't.
I don't. I don't. But that's also I'm also one of those people where I don't like to work well. I don't work well in groups. And
Yeah.
it's only because the way that I'm geared, I need stuff planned out. We got deadlines. We got to hit it boom, 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 boom. And I like for my projects to be done a week before or give myself a week. So if something goes awry, we can catch up, and what I'm saying? Like we have time to actually get something going together. And there have been many different instances just in watching the show where you see they can't even come together for a collective task for certain things to happen. And with earth signs, hey, it's one of those things where there's stability there and there's goals that need to be set. And you can't tell me, especially if Nene was still in the picture, do y'all really think that Kandi and Nene would have been able to sit down and be able to sit here and work together, given their history, given what happened at the reunion? It wouldn't have happened. And sometimes you need one person to go in, pitch the idea, and when it comes back, okay, I pitched this idea, it's back. This is what we can work with. And also, Kandi also let them know what she did. Kandi didn't even have to do that, but she did.
That's how I feel. I feel like this, and she was really being sneaky about it. She didn't. Why show them the email and why tell them what you were doing in the first place if she was really being sneaky? A sneaky person would have just went up to the executives and not mentioned it to them at all. But she went up and talked to them and came and told them what she did. Obviously, there wasn't no malice behind what she did if she ultimately came to them and told them exactly what she did. So I don't know. And people keep on trying to basically kill what I'm saying in regards to them not being able to come together and be unified. They're saying, well, they had to do the text message separately because Kenya had Nene blocked, so she asked for Porsha to notify everybody else. It's that still proves my point. Bitches blocking each other and shit, and they can't even unblock each other for a second to be unified. It still proves my damn point. It is what it is. So I mean,
but one other thing that I want to bring up is you also have to evaluate how many of them have worked with groups of people and being able to work through things. Y'all know me, 11 years in the military. It is what it is. Trust me when I say, with my attitude and my mouth, amongst other things, I don't get along with a lot of people, especially dealing with people that think because they have a certain amount of rank that they're more intelligent than you, or if their skin palette happens to be different, think that you don't know anything of what the hell you're talking about. But I know how to sit here, swallow it, like go ahead, suppress what I need to suppress, put my game hat on, and do what I need to do to work with people to meet a common goal. That is something that is learned. That is not something that is just, it happens with people. And yes, even though Kandi may not necessarily get along with Escape this, that, and third, they were able to get some stuff accomplished as a group, given despite whatever issues that they may have had. But if you take each of these women, with Nene, since she been on the show, what has she like? Has she even displayed that she really knows how to work well within a group? Not
right.
necessarily. And we can see and go down the line with all of these women. So yes, some of them may be able to work together, but they all can't. And when you also have people where you have definitive alphas and want to be alphas, that right there is just a recipe for disaster. And for those who don't understand, you have people that are a true 8 type personality, then you have others that they try to be and they overcompensate for what they don't have. And that right there is a whole nother bag of worms. So no, I don't think that they would have been able to do it as a collective. And again, if they did not have, established amongst each other that when we have ideas, we will bring them to Bravo together. If they didn't have that sisterhood handshake, why the hell are we talking about this?
Exactly. Exactly. I mean, it's just for me. Um, I don't know, cause just like I don't know, cause the only reason why I'm doing this is because they asked me to, and because I talked about this earlier today. But it's just like people don't want to hear what I gotta say about it because of the fact that I don't like Porsche, so they don't want to hear what I gotta say. And 9 times out of 10, my opinion is not gonna align with them, and it's just not. Like I'm sorry, but I just see her for who the fuck she is, and that's just what it is. And I just think that this whole thing, because it's like for me when I listen to the live with the rest of them on my chat, it just came across like she was talking in circles. One minute she was trying to deny having any type of power to get a scene removed, but then she confirmed that she in fact did get the scene removed. Just say you went like you didn't like it just felt as though she was trying to talk her way out of
But
something but still
but even with this though, it just goes to show that Bravo is protecting her.
that's my point. I ain't want to say it because I knew I would get attacked, but it is what it is. I do believe that they are protecting her at any cost because it's kind of like Kenya gets a bad edit every
Mm-hmm.
season. You don't really see her get no good edit. Even Kandi has had a bad edit at some point in time. Nene has had a bad edit. But Portia, I don't really think Cynthia really ever had a bad edit like that. Maybe here and there, but
When she trying to be messy and she knows she can't be messy, that's when they let those those scenes air.
right,
But
but
but I wanted to echo something that Erica De Niro said on her channel. And what she said is for her to be such an activist, and obviously they know what's going to be shown while you're sitting up here being upset at somebody for wearing a hat that says, drunk wives, lives matter, something like that. why didn't you go to Bravo and let them know to give us a trigger warning before showing George Floyd or before showing some of the protesting and some of the other stuff? Why didn't we get a trigger warning for that? But we don't get that. Porsha doesn't bring that. They're sitting here trying to protect Porsha, yet y'all willfully, purposefully show Kenya Moore wearing that head piece, than indigenous people headpiece. And y'all are quick to apologize for that, but it's just a whole lot. I'm not going to go down that rabbit hole, but thank you for having me. I'm just going to go ahead and bow out gracefully because I'm pretty sure it's past midnight where you're at, because it's like what 11:15 where I'm at.
It's 11:15 here too. We're in the same time zone.
Oh, well, okay. But I'll go ahead and I'll jump off because I'm pretty sure you and I we could run this for a while, and I know
Hours.
that's not what you're trying to do.
Yeah.
So thank you for having me. Hey chat,
All
all
right.
that. So I'm a back out, and then once we done, we gonna see what Terrence talking about because you know Terrence cutting up.
Right. As soon as I get off here, I'm going right over there where he is. Soon
All
after.
right.
All right then. Thank you. Okay. Now before I go, let me just say this. I never said that Portia was the only one to get a scene deleted. When have you ever heard me say that out of my mouth? The fact of the matter is, we are not talking about everybody else. We are talking about Portia, and rather or not whether or not she got the scene deleted or not. We're not talking about everybody else. We're talking about fucking Portia. I hate it when y'all try to deflect. Okay? I hate it when y'all try to deflect. So at the end of the day, all I'm saying is, first she tried to say she did not have the power to talk to anybody to get it removed. But then she turns around and confirmed that she did talk with executives to get said video, get said scene taken out, and she did. She did. Let's just keep it 100. She did have some type of influence on Bravo to talk to them and say this wouldn't be a good look for them. Had she not talked to them, the scene probably still would have been in there. Let's just make that clear. So stop trying to undermine what I'm saying, okay? I'm not missing anybody's point. I never said that it would have been a great thing to watch black women fighting over Black Lives Matter. I never said it was good TV. Never said it would have been. All I'm saying is she talked to the executives. She does have some kind of influence. She talked to them and they deleted the scene. I feel like if she did come to them and give her concerns about it, they would have just left the shit up there. It's just that simple. It is what it is. She has some influence. They didn't have to listen to her, but they fucking did. Stop trying to deflect and stop trying to undermine what I'm saying. It's still all facts. If she had not talked to them, they probably would have still kept that shit up there. She came in, voiced her concerns. She basically said it would not be a good look for us to be fighting over Black Lives Matter, and that's that. It is what it is. We're not talking about Kandi. We're talking about Portia. So stop. Fuck out of here. She got some kind of influence. The same way a lot of y'all think Kandi got all this damn influence. Obviously, Portia does too. That's not a bad thing. I'm just saying she did. That's the point. She did. I didn't say it was a fucking problem. I just said she went, talked to the executives, and got it removed. Her ass was the one who stood up here and tried to make it seem like she didn't have that type of influence when she really did. That's my point. She was double talking. What part of that don't you understand? Y'all saying Portia that girl, but she want to act like she's not. So miss me with it. Fuck out of here. I know it's time for me to end now because some of y'all getting on my damn nerves. She can do that. She can do that. Okay, and she did it, and she tried to deny that she did it. Fuck out of here. No, you're not getting it, and that's why I'm finna get off of here because I'm getting frustrated now. They thought that it was the right thing to do because she came up there and gave and used her influence because she's a part of Black Lives Matter, the movement. She's out there protesting, and it wouldn't have been a good look. And she went up there and she told them that, and they took the scene down. What part of that don't y'all get? Y'all steady trying to make it seem like what I'm saying is not right. But what I'm saying is all the way fact, and it's all the way true. She used her influence to get the shit off the show. You trying to make it seem like I'm wrong, but then in the same breath you want to say that she can do that. And she did it. And I'm saying she did it. And you still mad? And I am going off. I'm getting paid to do so. It would not have been a good look for Black Lives Matter. Duh. That's what I'm saying. And that's what she said. Again, she used her influence. what part of that don't you get? She used her influence. I'm not saying it in a negative way, but that's what she did. I just hate when I'm trying to say something and it's right in front of you, and then people still want to try to deflect or make it look as though you don't know what the fuck you're talking about. Like this shit irritates the shit out of me. Like straight up. Why are people mad that she used her influence? Who's mad? I'm just stating the facts. Anytime a person states the facts, they're mad. I'm not gonna keep going back and forth. How do you feel about Porsha now that you know everything? I still don't like Porsha. That doesn't change my mind, not one bit. Right. Was it not a good look for Black Lives Matter, or was it not a good look for Porsha? Mm. It wasn't a good look for Black Lives Matter, but it also wasn't a good look for Porsha either because she's marching for the Black Lives Matter movement, so it wouldn't be a good look on either side. Child, let me end this live. I should have been ended it a long time ago. And that's something that they could not do, and that's why somebody else went and did it on their own. That's my whole point. And it's not about me liking her. I still don't think they could have came together for anything. That's my point. This is not about whether I like her or not. This is about whether or not do I feel like the group could have been unified enough to come together and do something. The answer is no, I don't think so. And I already explained how many times I've explained it many times as to why I don't think they would have been unified. They're not a unified group, so therefore they're not going to be unified to make any type of decisions. So it is what it is. Now, most of y'all are. Some of y'all just ain't trying it. Most of y'all are on my side. Some people just not. I don't need everybody to be on my side though. I just need people to understand what I'm saying. But some people just ain't gonna try to understand. They sure can. I've seen it done many times, honey. Where do you work? Y'all don't, but it's okay. I'm over it at this point. Let's see. Well, good for you. But I've seen people go to their boss and tell them exactly what it is that they want, and they got it. Let's see. So now Kandi did that to save her own ass. Child, let me go. Let me go. I'm not gonna keep going back and forth with these people. This is the last question that I'm gonna answer, and then I'm gonna be out of here because I need to go to sleep. Um, I think that at this point they do need to kick off certain people. How you doing? They need to kick off certain people. Some oh shit. Damn. Some people I think that Cynthia should go. I think that Kandi and Kenya should stay. If Kandi has to go, then she can go. But I would prefer them to stay and Cynthia leaves. I don't think that the issue is with the cast. I think the issue is more so with production. That's what I think. I think that if they had better production, they would have better structure. The cast has the potential to be great. It's the production. If you don't have a good storyteller, then your show is going to be in shambles, and that's exactly what's going on with this show. Um, as far as Porsha is concerned, at this point, child, I barely want to say this girl's name anymore. Like, because people get so upset, they start. I do not want Phaedra back. Absolutely not. But I don't even want to say this girl name because anytime I say this girl name, everybody wants to get upset. But I just call it as I see it. I just call it as I see it. Porsha ain't the show. That's number one. I call it as I see it. I don't like Porsha. I see her for who she really is. And I've been seeing her for who she is since season 9. And if people don't like that, then that's on them. I don't see why people even watch me and they hate me. I don't see why people watch me and they hate my opinions about Porsha. If you only hate watching me, then child, keep doing it. It is what it is. But anyway, fuck y'all. Not fuck y'all, but fuck those that don't like me. But anyway, because now everybody wanna ask me all these questions about Porsha and Phaedra when they know I don't like neither one of them bitches. However, with that being said, y'all, I'm out of here. I enjoyed my Yes for the Mess live. Um, it was great. I love talking to y'all. Me being live with everybody, it really makes me feel like I'm closer to my people. I definitely feel that way. I love talking to Team Scotty. Team Scotty is everything. I just I just want Team Scotty to be a little bit more vocal. You know, like when I be posting like stuff in the community wall, like I post things on my community wall for engagement. I do want to engage more with my Team Scotty fans. Well, not Team Scotty fans, but my Team Scotty supporters. I do want to engage more. That's why I post a lot of things on my community wall, like my photos or music or just random thoughts or stuff like that. So I just want Team Scotty to be more engaged with me when I do that. You know, that's the main thing that I want. But overall, I enjoy my Team Scotty family, especially when I go live. I very much so enjoy it. I'll be live tomorrow. Friday. I'll be live Friday night. We'll be doing Boys Night Out, featuring myself, giving you the real tea, Jamar 84, and Josiah's World TV. It's our man cave. We're going to be talking about everything from real life topics to hot topics to games. It's going to be key. So make sure y'all tune into that. It will be on at 10 p.m. Eastern Time, 9 o'clock Central Time. So be sure to support myself, Terrence, Jamar, and Josiah. It will be us four. It will be Boys Night Out. It'll be on different channels. It'll be on my channel one week. It'll be on Jamar's channel one week, it'll be on Terrence's channel one week, it'll be on Josiah's channel one week, and then it'll be going around or going around in a circle. Kind of like how Bundy and Jamie and Jay Lee and Nisi do their ladies first panel. We'll be doing it the same way because I want everybody to be able to get monetary gain off this. You know what I'm saying? So it's gonna be me, Terrence, Jamar, and Josiah tomorrow night at 10 p.m. Eastern Time, 9 p.m. Central Time. Be sure to tune in for that. Also, we'll be back with the Whether You Like It or Not panel. We'll be back Monday night at 8:30, 7:30 Central Time. It'll be myself, Jamie, Josiah, Terrence. Jay Lee's not a regular anymore, so she just gonna pop in and out. Bundy has taken a break from the panel at this point in time, so it's gonna be a few of us up there. Probably gonna have Sakina up there with us to fill in for Bundy and stuff. So the panel will be back on Monday night. Um, be sure to look out for Boys Night Out every Friday or every other Friday night. Be sure to look out for that. And I'm out here, y'all. I should have been gone, but I'm gone, y'all. I just like talking to y'all. I like talking to y'all, girl. I like talking to y'all. I like talking to y'all. But I'm out of here, y'all. Until next time, I'll holler at you later. Let me go and upload my Chasing LA video. And that's it. See y'all tomorrow. Tune in. Bye, y'all.